Hi, hello, hope you're in fine voice. I've just been listening to one of my students' auditions. She was auditioning for a corporate style read. And she said, can you take a listen and review it for me, which I did. And it was nice and friendly, it was warm and approachable. And I thought, great, fantastic sound. And then I had a second thought and I listened to it again. And on the second listen, I decided that actually this was a bit too friendly given the sort of businesslike subject matter of the script. And she was just a bit too friendly. Now, you may know that one of the ways to make your voice nice and warm and approachable and make a voiceover sound friendly is to smile. And doing a smile is really good. It's a great technique. You have to put on a cheesy grin. It's all eyes and teeth, and it's sort of smiling like that will really make the voice warm and approachable. But if you get it wrong and you overdo it, it will backfire and it won't sound very good. It'll sound too smiley in a way. So that's what was happening in this particular case, I think. Let me try and give you a demonstration. Here's a typical e-learning script, and I'm now going to do it really smiley, perhaps too smiley. Welcome to the Integrated Learning Strategies module. Section 1, Course Learning Objectives. In this course, you will learn to recognise the benefits of having an integrated strategy, describe the roles and skills needed for that strategy, evaluate different levels of integration, illustrate practical responses. I think given that script, although it's not all about death, doom and destruction, it's fairly prosaic in many ways, but I think it was slightly overdone. And I was doing a really big, nice gurning grin there. And what I'm going to do now is hold back slightly on the smile. I'm just going to add a touch of one and see if we can get it to be a bit more realistic and a bit more listenable. Welcome to the Integrated Learning Strategies module, Section 1, Course Learning Objectives. In this course, you will learn to recognise the benefits of having an integrated strategy, describe the roles and skills needed for that strategy, evaluate different levels of integration, illustrate practical responses. I feel that one is slightly more measured, isn't it? It's not as simpering, I think is the word, whereas the first one was a bit too affable, wasn't it? It's a bit too chummy, a bit kind of, I'm going to tell you all about this. Whereas I think it required a slightly more sedate approach. So by all means, smile, please do when you're doing a lot of voiceovers. It really will warm up your voice because it brings out the higher notes in your voice and just genuinely makes it sound friendlier. But I think there's a fine line between being nice and friendly and being completely over the top, and it's sort of almost sounding forced. So I think that's the key to it, really. Don't sound forced, even though, of course, when you're doing it, you will feel it's artificial because you're putting on a smile. But I think learn to do it subtly and with some nuance and some sincerity, and it'll be genuinely believable. So smile, but be careful with it. All right, thanks very much for watching today. Look after your voice and see you next time.